tuned in to O Comes the Dawn on NorthwestUnderground.com and Facebook Live. Welcome to O Comes the Dawn with Lacey and Kev, the show that reflects on life's lessons, whether good, bad, or ugly. Each week, we talk about ourselves, each other, and even you if you let us. Why? Because nothing's off limits when we use our lessons to help others. So tune in to our show on Facebook Live and NorthcoastUnderground.com and share with us what dawned on you today. It just may save someone some time, or at least make them smile.
Why is it playing twice?
Right.
Yeah, I hear a voice. And I hear echo.
That's
What's
why.
going on?
You hear the echo. You got an echo.
Huh. I have an echo?
Yeah, I don't have an echo.
What is going on with my life right now? I don't know. I don't know. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Is that better?
Well, I don't have an echo. You still got an echo? Still got an echo?
I didn't have. Okay, forget it. Welcome to O Comes to Dawn with Lacey and Cap, the show that talks about life's lessons, whether good, bad, or ugly. So, what I have found with O Comes to Dawn is that part of life's lessons are to always keep your skills sharp and to test things before you start them. Okay. And listen, I've been trying to get my microphone together, so I apologize to our audience in advance. I'm probably gonna have to apologize throughout the show because I've tried like different settings to get the microphone to work, and apparently there's an issue with it. So at some point, maybe I'm going to take it, unplug it, and see if I should just use the computer audio. Maybe at this point, my microphone is not compatible. I don't know what's going on, but at the end of the day, I am determined to figure out what is going on so that our listeners do not have to listen to an echo every once in a while from my end of the screen. Anyway, welcome to O Comes to Dawn with Lacey and Kev, the show that talks about life's lessons, whether good, bad, or ugly. Each week we talk about ourselves, each other, and you, if you let us. Why? Because nothing is off limits when we use life's lessons to help each other. So tune in each and every week. Usually we're here from 7 to 9 on Tuesdays. Today is a special day. Yesterday, my daughter had a performance. So Kev was nice enough to say we can meet today instead. So I hope you all have tuned in with the excitement of knowing that our show is going to be full of life because I'm woke. You woke? Kev, you woke?
A little bit.
He said a little bit. That don't tell our audience that they're supposed to be motivated for coming here on a Wednesday instead of a Tuesday.
Appreciate you taking time out the day to come visit us, but yeah.
We appreciate it.
They asked about me, and I was like, oh, yeah, a little sore and tired, but yeah.
Y'all need some makeup. I feel real plain. That's neither here or there. Let's stay focused. So each and every week, we're usually here on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. Almost like clockwork. But again, my daughter had a performance. We'll get into that a little bit later, but we always start the show off with the same question. What dawned on you today? And so that's the question that we ask each other. And it's the question that those of you who are in the chat, if you would love to, you can go ahead and tell us what dawned on you today. What does that mean? What have you learned new? What is something that you're willing to share? What is something that you have been enlightened about? Even if it's something simple, if it's life-changing, if it's anything. We are, I used to think we was a family show, but Kev said we ain't no family show. We grown and sexy now.
I never said that. I was trying to keep a family show.
Oh no, you be cursing now. You say we can curse now. So
well, I don't, not the hard. I don't, maybe
no.
SAIT or, if that.
As you had to spell it, you could have said.
No, I'm not. Yeah.
Okay. Well, whatever. Anyway, so yeah. If you would like to put it in the chat what dawned on you today, please feel free. We are here from 7 to 9. We have a topic to get into, but in the meantime, we usually tell you what's going on with us. We also to give you a little bit of the Donnie report. The Donnie report is what is happening in
Usually what's going on if I
in the
do
world.
social media stuff. Usually it's
He don't do social media stuff. I don't even know why he's saying that. He does local and national news.
no news, it's local.
You don't talk about social media.
I didn't do local. Well, it depends on what it is, I guess. I guess if it makes
No.
sense, it
No. Tell me the last social media story you did.
I mean, every social media story is news. So hey. What's the difference?
I do social media, but I will say Kev be informed because I am the person who does not look at the news. I don't like looking at the news. Not that I don't want to be informed, but life gets hard and I got enough to worry about in my house. So sometimes I am just I get a little spoiled by my brother coming to bring the news to us every Tuesday. So again, happy Wednesday. I know it's Wednesday, not Tuesday. But Kev, what dawned on you today?
Well, one thing what dawned on me is that we didn't post anything about the show not being on yesterday.
Actually, I did.
You did? Okay, I didn't see it. It didn't come up. Well, I haven't really been on that. So I'm glad.
Actually, I did. See?
Me then. My apologies.
I did. I said that we would not be on yesterday. We would be on today.
Okay. And another thing is like what you said at the top of the show. If you don't use it in a while, you know, right now I'm sore because I've been back working out and I picked up my trainer again. So for the past 3 days, I kind of been working and I have been working out before, but usually just stretching and push-ups. But now I've been back weight training and this shit is kicking my ass right now. Family show, it's kicking my ass right now. But that's what dawned on me is that at this age, you got to really stay on top of it. If not, it's, you know, but I love the process of it all, but I just remember how it hurts to get back started. But, you know, that's what dawned on me. That's what dawned on me is that I got to stay on top of it because right now my legs, I've been sitting here since about 4 o'clock and it's like, I don't think I can get up once the show is over. Trying to sit here for 2 more hours. Yeah, I'm going to be stuck here for a little bit.
Your booty going to hurt.
It's already, that's what's hurting.
Put a pillow back there.
Hamstring in my glutes because I was doing squats and legs. So it's like, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So when men do squats, what is the goal? Is it for thighs or is it for your butt just to be a muscle? Just
to strengthen but muscle.
Your butt muscle.
Just to strengthen your base, basically. The real important is your core works everything because your core got to work the upper body as well as your legs. But legs is usually just to strengthen your base. That's all. And I usually do a lot of leg stuff even outside of getting with my trainer, but I haven't been doing much myself. So, you know, I had a broken toe last summer too. So I kind of used it as an excuse to kind of be like
fall off.
Yeah. So now I don't really have an excuse because it's beyond healed because I've been playing. So, but yeah. But that's all it is. It's just, you know, it's not about getting your butt tight or, you know, doing
ounce and a quarter.
Yeah, you know what I'm
it's
saying?
Not about that.
Cracking a walnut, whatever you want to say. Yeah. So that's all.
So actually I asked for a real reason. So my kids, like I'm back in the gym. Mm-hmm. And my kids always want to go with me. And so I was telling my son, like I showed him how to lift weights and like what I do. And he was like, I don't want no big butt. And I was like, and then I was like, that's not what it's for. But then I really didn't know what to tell him it was for. I knew it was for something, but I really didn't have the real answer.
It's crazy.
He was like, I don't want no butt.
The pause segment. Your butt ain't gonna get big, but it's gonna get firmer or whatever. Pause. However the kids say today.
Your butt gonna get firmer.
Yeah, firm. That's.
Hey, listen. Family show or not, women like a nice butt. Okay. We like a nice butt too. We don't want it to be bigger than ours, and we don't want it to be plump and juicy. We don't want you to be thin in the waist and thick in the thighs, but thick in the booty. We don't want that, but we do want a nice one.
But it's good to work on your legs anyway because it helps your lower back also. Take tension off your lower back and stuff like that. So yeah.
Well, I do it, but I do it for a butt. And don't get me wrong, I mean, so I have pretty strong thigh muscles and stuff like that because I do a lot of biking, and I do a lot of the leg lifts with the thing, the pressing thing.
Your legs honestly are your strongest muscle because they hold you upright to walk and everything too.
Your legs holding you up to walk.
I'm just saying though, I'm not saying it like that, but most people don't think of it.
No, I'm just messing with you.
They think of lifting, they always think of chest and arms, but your legs are your strongest technically.
Listen,
Body, I mean,
I can't stand an upside down man.
What's that?
Your chest and your up and your arms is just fine. But sweetie, I need you to do leg day. I need put a couple of leg days in there.
Upside down triangles.
Yes, exactly. I need you to be just as serious about leg day. It's time.
Yeah. So it is important. But yeah, what has dawned on you?
It dawned on me that it was Wednesday, not Tuesday. I lost the whole day. Apparently. I don't. So Monday I had a small procedure just to get my tummy checked out, make sure I was okay. And that procedure was like 9 minutes. It wasn't even 10 minutes. So I was in, I was out, but I was fully put under anesthesia. So I had a little bit of hard time not coming out of it, but I was still sleepy. So I kind of lost Monday. I kind of lost Monday. And then so yesterday was like my Monday. So since yesterday was like my Monday, today is like my Tuesday. And so my son was talking about going to work with Thursday, and I was like, it's Wednesday. So I kind of lost the day, but I'm back, and it dawned on me that I lost the day, and this week has been going really quickly. It also dawned on me that I have some work to do. I've been kind of feeling some kind of way about life and not really knowing what's next. So I had a really good meeting with my pastor today about my ministry or whatever. But in the process, they need to ask what's going on with us. And I was just telling him, about not really knowing what's next. And he had these 3 signs on his on one of the desks that said, it was 3 plaques. One said leadership, the next one said discipline, and the last one said perseverance. And he had asked me, what have I been praying about? What have I been thinking about? And I was like, hey, count to these. Like, I've been praying about these because like leadership within my home, leadership within the church and all that stuff. And then the discipline of if nothing ever came, like if none of these millions of jobs I've been applying for never came, what is my next move? So like having the discipline to say, for me, these are my moves and these are the things I want to accomplish. So now I'm at a place where even if I'm not sure career wise what I want to do, I do know that there needs to be some discipline in my life that is going to help me get to somewhere. Like I just know my house, it looks crazy right now. So start at the things you can do. So that's one of the things that dawned on me. Start with what you can. And one of the things I can start doing is organizing my house, cleaning my house in different areas, make a list and say, I'm going to tackle this today. Because I've been really antsy. There's a whole bunch of stuff I want to get rid of here. And so I've been really antsy because I almost feel like with the snow not melting, I can't get rid of stuff like I wanted to. But this is an opportunity to organize. So even if I can't necessarily put the stuff on the lawn or take it to the what do you call it, Goodwill or whatever. Even if I can't do that, I could be organizing, I could be cleaning, I could, I could be figuring out what's staying, what's going. So just in a place where discipline is needed and then perseverance because it's hard when you don't know what's next. So like push. So leadership, discipline, perseverance. Those are the things that dawned on me as those are my 3 areas. So I'm going to, he gave me something to do. He's like,
homework.
Yeah. He's like, not necessarily homework, but it's like kind of somewhere to start. So he's like, why don't you do a Bible plan? And so I was telling him, I'm like, there's a lot of common things I know from reading the word. I know everybody knows the familiar passages, but I want to read the books that I don't know. So like, I think I've read part of Song of Solomon, but never all the way through. I've never read Esther. I've never read, like, I could name several books of the Bible that I have not actually tapped into. And then he was like, well, because a lot of the ones that I was naming were Old Testament. So he said, well, why don't you try and do a Bible plan for the Old Testament? So spiritually, that's where I'm going to start. And then I'm going to, and he said one thing that kind of got me. He said, if it says 15 minutes a day, only do 15 minutes. Don't get excited or don't think you're about to read ahead and do 30 and 45 minutes. He's like, part of the discipline is doing what the plan calls for. So if it calls for 15 minutes, do the 15 minutes and then come back as the discipline and do it tomorrow. He's like, because what happens is you might overdo it one day and then you take days off and now you're off of the plan. So he's like, part of your discipline is going to be doing it when they say, how they say, this much. So I said, okay. So that's going to be my spiritual discipline. And then my other discipline is going to be sitting down to write some stuff down, like figure out how I'm going to organize my house. Another thing is figure out how I'm going to, there's some charities I want to do some stuff with. So how am I going to do that professionally? So just trying to line up the different areas of life so that while I'm not working, I'm still productive. So maybe by the time I am actively working in something, it can have me in a better place, or what I'm doing can lead to that better place.
Yeah. I get it. Everything you kind of described was kind of my New Year's resolutions. Basically decluttering. I'm talking about t-shirts that I have, giving those to Goodwill. A lot of the old furniture that I had from my father's. I didn't ask people if they wanted it, so nobody wanted it, goes to the curb. And then, the my health part, that's the discipline part for me, as well as some other stuff when it comes to me want to read more and actually, writing into my journal daily, stuff like that. That's, the discipline of making sure that I'm doing that. But the one thing I want to apply the discipline to is my health, is getting back to working out. Because I notice when I do work out, not to say my energy's up, but I'm a different person. I'm always on the I'm not trying to sit here and sleep. I'm not feeling tired. I'm not feeling lethargic. So that's why I've been trying to get back into my health. So that's the discipline part for me.
Look, your sister's been up all day. I've been up all day. And so that's actually where I kind of already started. Like my goal, other than me having the surgery, like my goal is you don't miss no more than 2 days. If you miss 2 days, get your butt in the gym. Like you don't get multiple days where you're just like, "Oh, I'll put it off. I'll put it off." No, even when you're tired, take that dang on pre-workout powder and get your butt up. Like to the point where me and two had a full day doing other stuff, and I was exhausted. I was tired, but at 8:30, guess where I was? And it's not just a matter of just working out. It's a matter of go to the gym because that's part of the discipline too.
Exactly.
Go get what you're asking for. Go get what you want.
I noticed that since then, my rest been a little bit different. I can sleep a little bit more than 4 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, if I go to bed at midnight, I can be up by 4:30, no problem, no alarm. My alarm is set for 7.
Yeah.
But now, since for the past 5 days or so, because I did some little bit before I saw him Monday. I've been tired by 11 and go to bed by 11, 12, and I sleep through the line, snooze on that alarm. But when I wake up, I was just like, yeah, I don't want to get up. But that's the discipline, because usually I get up and do stuff in my living room in the morning. So
okay.
I get up, get into my word a little bit and go do what I need to do as far as for the rest of my day. Then usually I try to get up to work out to make sure I eat, because usually I would skip breakfast also. I don't got to be at work till 9, so I don't have to really get up super early anyway. So it just, getting that routine and, applying the discipline to make sure I'm doing it daily to where I'm fully functioning, but I feel better about the day in the sense of taxing.
Exactly.
I'm not at work thinking like I can't wait to go home so I can take a nap. Now it's like, I gotta do this, I got to do that, I got to, now it's trying to fill up my day so I'm not sitting around as much. But I need to sit around because I do, I got something.
You doing too much now?
I got to finish. No, I got to finish. I finished that video.
Lord, Ellington. Sorry, come and turn this light off. I am trying to, like, I know I'm not always going to can you see me? Okay. I know I'm not always going to eat breakfast before the gym, because what I try and do is when I drop my daughter off, I go straight to the gym. Oh shoot. So one of the things that I have incorporated is when I drop her off, I'm ready. I have clothes on, so I go straight to the gym because the gym is around the corner. So one of the things, I go to Planet Fitness, and with Planet Fitness, you can go to any of their locations if you have a Black card. I know I'm not paid to do this advertisement, but it would be nice anyway. But because I can go to any location, that allows me not to give myself a way out. So one day I dropped Ellington off at school, and there was a Planet Fitness that was actually closer to his school, so I went to that one. When I dropped two off, there's a Planet Fitness not far from her school, so I go to that one. When I was dropping my ex off, there was a Planet Fitness that was right there by his job. That's where I was going. So and then I got hungry one day. I went to another location, but not giving myself the out. It's so many outs you can take. You know what I mean? I'm trying not to give myself the outs, especially I feel like I'm fighting differently now. I don't know if I'm gonna get to where I really want to be, but I'm fighting against having to do that weight loss surgery. I don't want to. If I don't have to alter myself, I don't want to. If it comes down to it, because obesity is a real issue in my family. And so if it comes down to it and I have to do it for my health, I have no problem. I have no problem with going ahead and going to do it. But before you can even have the surgery, they have you talk to a dietitian. They have you talk to, what do you call it? Like a psychologist and whatever, to see, where you are and to help you along the journey to see if that's really what you need to do, what you want to do. So that by the time your time period is over, you can make an educated decision and not feel like you were rushed into it.
Well, it's a lifestyle change.
It's a complete lifestyle change, and it's a life change, period, because you're having your body altered. So it's like, before you do this, you sure? Now, if you get some lipo, I would definitely take lipo over a bariatric surgery. But again, even recognizing, I have to recognize there's so many things that I have already done in the past that have allowed me to lose some weight, but not the amount that I need. So I'm just trying to kind of jumpstart myself so I feel healthy. And so that no matter what decision I make, I can live with it because I know I did my best. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with that. So, we shall see. Just trying to have discipline in every area. But like even breakfast, I've been trying to do a protein shake. If I'm not gonna eat, the least I can do is have a protein shake and some water.
I usually do a fruit smoothie. I wanted to get into more vegetable smoothies or juicing, but I think with my sea moss,
I have Ellington. You see that green thing? It's called Vita something. I have a thing that's supposed to be 2 servings of vegetables. Come here, bring it here. Thank you. So it's called Vita Protein. You ever seen that?
Nah.
So it's daily greens, and you can is it backwards on your screen?
Nah, we put 2 scoops.
2 scoops. No, 2 servings. It says 2 servings of vegetables.
But what do you put them in? What do you put it in? Water?
Oh, I just put it in water. I don't know. Yeah, it says cold water and stir. Froth or shake until completely dissolved. Consume daily, anytime. So I bought this last week. I've taken it once, but I need to take this more because I am not a green vegetable person. Well, no, let me take that back. I love to eat them, but I never have them. Let me be clear. I love vegetables, absolutely love vegetables, but getting them in daily is hard because I don't even cook on a daily basis. So I needed a supplement.
Yeah, that's another thing that need to be disciplined on because when I do my cooking, I need to go ahead and steam some vegetables or something along whatever.
Oh, you like a starch and a meat? I know.
I'm not a big potato starch guy, but I do a pasta.
Rice. You like rice?
Yeah. I do my brown rice, but yeah. Oh no, I do yellow rice or whatever. I just try not to do too much white rice. So.
Oh, you fancy? I'll be white ricing it up.
Well, it just depends on. I'd rather try and do jasmine. If you look at white rice, it says enriched. That means it's been bleached. So
I just like to believe that it has more power. I would like my life to be enriched. So I like enriched.
I'm just playing. My life was enriched for 20 years. But I even do wheat bread.
I've always done wheat bread. Yeah. When they told us in the 90s that white bread was bad, my mama switched us then. I ain't went back.
Mom didn't. We was Wonder Bread out.
Really?
Bread. I didn't really, even when we first moved in together, it wasn't until I went to prison. Then
you had wheat
bread. Now, I mean, I would have it before, but I just never thought, But if you get some good fresh wheat bread, it is good.
It depends. Because there's wheat and then there's grain.
But that's what grain.
Multi-grain. Oh, multi-grain bread. I hate it.
So you do 100% or you do honey wheat? Or I
do honey wheat.
I may even do the butter.
Listen, we just gotta have balance, okay? Just gotta have a balance. But it is now 7:31. Would you like to do the Downing report?
I was gonna ask you how was the program yesterday.
So yeah, since I am the reason why we are here on Wednesday instead of Tuesday. Actually, 2 is the reason. So
Oh, you
baby
don't
girl,
do.
I mean, it was for her.
What time was the show?
7:00.
Oh, yeah. We could have
Yeah.
did from 3 to 5,
Okay.
4 to 6.
We'll try that time. I mean, we can try different times if you would like to, but you know, our show starts at 7. So we can always try a different time because maybe our audience is earlier. I feel like our audience is later, actually.
Because they owe. That was you saying?
Not because they.
So
No, I'm saying an audience that we could capture, not the audience that already is here. The audience that we're missing out on.
Hopefully they come out later. All 2 of them watching right now.
Shut your face.
We appreciate you too.
We do, absolutely. So
how was the program? How was the?
So I will say this. So my daughter is in show choir. So she's in 7th grade show choir. 7th grade show choir has not arrived. Okay. She did a good job.
Yes.
But they sing really low. Like their volume is really low. It's 30 of them and they sound like they're solo because they're so like nervous to sing out. They have little bitty voices. My baby has a little bitty voice. If you talk to her, she sounds like the most innocent little precious little snugger because her voice is so tiny. And so they all sound like that. And then kids don't have rhythm no more. People don't have rhythm. I don't know where rhythm went, but rhythm is just not. We're no longer a rhythm nation. Let's say that. We used to be part of a rhythm nation. The rhythm nation is gone. No more rhythm nation. So I have the video. Did I send you the video?
Yes, you did.
Didn't I send you the video?
You sent me a video.
That's the only one I have. They only sang one song.
Oh, okay.
They only sang one song, but it was in the middle of the program. So they didn't actually go on until 8:00.
Oh, it was a whole program. I was like, you didn't pay $15 for one song?
No. So they were the openers for the high school show choir. So apparently, listen, didn't know till yesterday. Apparently, Garfield's show choir is very well known, has won competitions and everything. I didn't know this. So when my daughter was telling me she was going to sing one song and she wanted to stay for the whole program, I said, the devil is a liar. I don't want to sit there for that. I'm coming to see you. And then she was so gung-ho, and I had already talked to you about not doing the show yesterday. So I was like, fine. So I was ready to just be on my phone, ready to ignore them. The program started out with all the high schoolers doing like they let them be openers. So all these solos, let all these high schools do solos. Now listen, the gays were out, and the weird children and the ones going to Broadway. Listen, everything was out. It was like little Grammys, okay? It was just like little Grammys. And so you got a little bit of everything at the start of the show. And I'm like, please, Lord, let this hurry up. The Lord said no. And he said, you have to wait an hour. So they let all these soloists go. And then they were considered the openers, the opening acts. And after about 10 songs at least, then they finally went to do the whole show. And so then they allowed middle schoolers to open up for the high schoolers. So the middle schoolers come out, and you saw the video. So some move their arms and then others move their arms at different times. And then others move their legs and then they move their legs at different times. And
That's
some went that way and some went the other way.
how it's choreographed.
No, that's not how it was choreographed. And I know it, you know it, we all know it.
Why? I mean, that's how many rehearsals were there before the performance?
They've had plenty of rehearsals. Kids don't have rhythm. Kids don't have rhythm. And they're like, I said, well, too, like when I was taking choreography as a kid, they used to count for us. So did the man count? She said, Mom, they counted. She said, but they counted fast and they counted slow. So like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And so in their heads, they were counting, but they were still counting at their own pace, not together. So you got arms going different ways and you got movements going different ways. You got some kids who are really in it. Some kids who are like, what is this? What am I doing here?
That would be the kids who seem disinterested in it. That's why I was like, how many rehearsals were there for them? Some kids to be sitting up there like just going through the motions almost like, oh, okay.
So here's the thing that I know about performing. You are going to have some people who, and I guess that's life, period. You're going to have some people who are really gung-ho and excited. And you're going to have some people who are like, I want to be a part of this, but you're not going to be able to tell. Because they literally had to audition to be a part of that group.
I was just about to ask that. Why audition if you really don't want to partake? But it's some people out there who just...
Some people out there are just really bad at it. Like, I've literally seen people who have auditioned for things, and it was like, what's that? Serious? They were dead serious. But that's their personality. So, but all in all, the kids were excited. They were very excited to do their song. They looked very pretty. So the whole theme of the show was the game of life. So I don't know if you paid attention, but it was the game of life in the background. Like whoever did that set killed it. It was literally, and they literally had the spinning wheel that you can literally spin. All they had to do was turn it on and you can literally spin the wheel. And they had, so by the time the seniors, the high schoolers came up, I said, oh shit. Like it was full production. Okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like full engagement. Hey, Young Sparks. Full engagement. Just excited. They were like, we've been doing this for years, like full arms and like it was crazy. So I was like, by the time they came, I said, okay. It reminded me of my old school high school days. And I'm like, thank God that this picked up. Cause oh my God, there's nothing worse than being a parent and then sitting through something where you like, is it over? So they the seventh graders, the middle school did good. They only did one song. And then the high schoolers did amazing, but the middle schoolers are learning. So you're happy, that they're giving it what they got right now. They're gonna learn. But yeah, 2 hours. And then I came out and some of my friends were there. So that made me feel good. One of my friends, she is hilariously crazy. I come out and she's screaming, there she is, there she is. Hey. She's like jumping up and down, talking to my play daughter. She's like, I knew she was here. I knew she was here. So that was special. Had me cracking up. But yeah, all in all, good vibe. My daughter did good. I told her, I said, I'm going to work with you. And I'm actually going to I'm going to reach out to the teacher. I know this is probably being overbearing.
Work with her on what?
On singing, okay. On singing, on performing, because what I also noticed is a lot of the high schoolers, when they did the stuff on their own, they were out of tune. Not all of them had full personality, performance personality. If she wants to do this, I want her to be able to do it to the best of her ability.
And enjoy it.
Yeah. Like,
Enjoy it.
don't waste my time or yours. You know,
Yeah.
if this is gonna be something you really love to do, let's put our best foot forward. So I'm gonna help.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's what I did yesterday.
Glad to hear you ended up enjoying it because you when you sent me that, where's the rhythm at? I'm like, no, those are Cleveland kids. I don't know. I can't tell.
You think Akron got more rhythm?
I mean,
No.
I
How
mean,
many Akron stars you heard about?
let me show you my baby dancing.
Y'all even on the map?
Let me show you my baby dancing.
Y'all on the map?
Who, Akron?
Yeah.
You never heard of Lebanon, James?
Devin. It's stupid. That dang on Lebanon.
Never heard of Lebanon, James?
Where did he have to come?
Oh no, they needed him to bring a championship. They need the savior from Akron to bring a championship.
I mean, if he could have got it from Akron, then maybe he could have stayed. But
I mean, no, y'all used us to get the championship, and y'all use our.
Is that what we did?
Y'all use our tires. I bet you riding on good years right now. The spirit of Akron.
No, I don't think I am. I don't think I am. But
tell him.
He said, "Oh Lord, he from Akron too." Well, I guess I'm outnumbered, so I'm gonna leave y'all alone for now. But when I get the stats, I'm pulling them up.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, let's get off in this dino report for you. It's too late.
You're tuned in to Own Wins the Dawn on NorthCoastUnderground.com and Facebook Live. And now here's Kev with the Dawning Report. That's your local and global news and your trending topics.
Yes, Kev, with the Dino Report, a few short stories of things that's going on across the country and around the world. So let's get off into it. 3-day partial government shutdown was ended on Tuesday when President Trump signed a spend and stopgap package into law. House Speaker Mike Johnson, as well as President Trump, worked hard to get all the GOP House of Representatives on board to pass the spending package, which would temporarily fund the Department of Homeland Security. Some of the House of Representative Republicans wanted certain conservative priorities included with the spending bill, but the Trump administration wanted to end the shutdown and will revisit the other concerns later. But the spending bill will fund a military pay raise and invest in some air safety, while it will slash funds for international aid programs. And now both Republicans and Democrats will have to figure something out here or come to agreement within 2 weeks, and especially on how the immigration, the ICE operates, basically, whether in Minnesota or other places, or another shutdown might happen here in a couple of weeks. And with this shutdown, it won't be partial. It will affect multiple agencies like TSA as well as FEMA. Another Trump administration news, the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commissions are investigating Nike, the big shoe conglomerate, for allegations of discrimination against their white employees. The investigation is due to the company's diversity, equity, and inclusion, which the Trump administration has focused to end the DEI initiative across the country, because such program, he says, unfairly target white people. Nike released a statement saying, "We are committed to fair and lawful employment practices and follow all applicable applicable laws, including those that prohibit discrimination. We believe our
potato
and practices are consistent with those obligations and take these matters seriously. We will continue our attempt to cooperate with the EEOC and will respond to the petition." Attorneys that represent Nike have argued that the subpoena should be revoked. Real quick side note, Ryan Roth, the guy who in 2024 plotted to kill Trump when Trump was on his golf course, he was actually sentenced to life in prison on Tuesday. He actually represented himself in court. I don't think that's a certain charge, but he was convicted of 5 counts. Well, 4 more counts outside of life in prison. He got 84 months for possession of a firearm during a violent crime, 240 months for assault on a federal officer, 18 months for possession of a firearm as a convicted felon, and 60 months for possession of a firearm with an obliterated serial number or scratched off serial number. So basically, they're all gonna run concurrent, but he will probably never see the light of day. He did said life. I guess the death penalty was off the table. So, another quick news: the authorities still asking for help for the Savannah Guthridge. Her mom is still missing out in Arizona. I'm surprised. Like I said, at least you didn't hear nothing about this because that's been all over the news. I figured
There's always something.
media associated. But Nancy Guthridge, she's been missing since Saturday. Most people don't know who Savannah is. She's the host of the Today Show. So, today is February 4th. If you have a birthday today, happy birthday. If you have a birthday this week, happy birthday. Today you share with the likes of ex-President Biden's son, Hunter Biden, is 56. Comedian Hannibal Buress is 43. NFL legend Lawrence Taylor is 67. Rapper Cameron, he is 50 today. Rock star Alex Cooper is 78. And of course, we can't forget Rosa Parks was born on this day in 1913. She was one of the civil rights leaders in the 60s.
Woohoo!
National holidays today. Actually, it says today is Facebook's birthday. I didn't know that.
Yay. Happy birthday, Facebook.
Create a Vacuum is Global School Play Day. It's Liberace Day. Remember Liberace?
I remember his name.
You remember his name? National Stuffed Mushroom Day. National Think a Mailman Day. And, well, there go 2 more for you. National Homemade Soup Day. I know you like soup, don't you? You're not a soup person?
That's Yasmin.
Oh, okay.
Yasmin and JB.
Yeah, I know Sharonda is too, but I'm not neither. Not chili, none of them. National. I need something I can chew. But National Girls and Women in Sports Day, and my favorite, National Hemp Day. And that is the Donna Report. For more stories like this and others, please go to our Facebook page. That is O Comes to Don on Facebook. And check us out on our YouTube channel. O Comes to Don. Whatever. Whatever. Where's that?
Great job.
You got that on your is that on the
It's on here.
Awesome.
Oh, don't give us sounds. The ADHD will really kick in.
But
so
that Nike, what do you think about that Nike story? Did you pay attention to it? You know, reversing the DEI
about for white people.
Yeah.
So, disclaimer. Let me say this first. I am not a racial person. So I love all people. But I will say I'm not really touched by something that also has been happening to us for some time now. Like discrimination about anything and standing up for something when it affects the people you care about rather than when it affects anybody. Because from what I understood, you said that Nike is being accused of discrimination against white people.
White employees.
Yeah. So that's my thing. The biggest part of what I see in the past year, maybe since Trump has been president, selective outrage. So my thing is, if it's bad for one, it should be bad for all. Treat people right. And that has nothing to do with color, but if you make it about color, then it makes all of us see what it looks like for everybody.
Well, how you really envision what civil rights really is. It wasn't so much civil rights for blacks. Civil just mean all in general. Just equal rights for all in general, but it was more or less prevalent towards blacks because of we just wanted equality as far as for being able to vote and some of the other things that can, help us when it comes to getting along in this country called the United States.
Yeah. I mean, that's such a good point. Like when people think civil rights, they instantly think black people.
Yeah.
But like y'all, it didn't say black civil rights. It literally says civil. It's us caring about each other. What affects one should affect all. We should all be in a place where we can be civil to one another. I don't have to love you and like you. I have to treat you like a human being. Treat you with respect. Treat you with equality. I don't even have to put you on this high pedestal. If you give us equal, that would be better than treating us like dirt.
Yeah.
So on one hand, I don't think anybody should be mistreated. And on the other hand, I feel like it's selective outrage.
Well, it's that also, but more or less, I think because how the voting rights was with that bill also that they signed into. That's why it's kind of put as far as a black issue. But no, that was just part of everything else when it comes to being considered as a civil human being in this country. It's just,
yeah,
it's crazy. Some people still don't think that we only been really allowed to vote for 55 years. 1965. But they want to speak of how everything truly been equal in this country. It's like, nah, y'all see it one way, but you're not living it. It's between wanting to see it, but how are you, so it's just crazy that they want to use that as far as civil rights was once looked upon as a bad thing, but now they're using it and they're weaponizing it. I guess is what I want to get to.
Yeah, that's my point. Selective outrage.
Selective outrage, yeah.
You mad when it happened to you. But then when it was happening to me, you was quiet. You didn't realize it was happening.
Yeah.
No, and I will say,
pull up by your bootstrap. Do what you got to do. Yeah. It's a change.
Yeah. Now we talk about me not looking at the news and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. That is a part of what I do to kind of protect my peace. But at the same time, like if something is happening that I can take a stand on, I'm gonna take a stand on it. I'm pretty much not going to. I've never been really put in a place where my black heart has really been tested like that. Like I've never really I worked in most of the environments I've worked in. I've worked with white people. In recent years, because I worked in like more of a factory situation, I was office, but like all the people who worked in the factory were different ethnicities. And so I will say that I've come in contact with different ethnicities over the past couple of years, but for the most part, I've worked in all white companies. And so I haven't really been tested. The theory has not been tested about whether I am about to stand on the front line. I've never had to do that. But I will say, I've had moments where I really have thought about like, hey, did you realize I was black? Like I may be, pretty pretty chill, and I respect everybody's rights, and I am pretty neutral in most areas when it comes to the food I eat, the stuff I drink, the regular stuff of life. But don't forget I'm black. I'm bliggity bliggity black.
And I'm back, yeah. And I'm black.
Yeah.
Black.
I don't want anybody to mistake me not saying all the black stuff. Don't get it confused. That's who I am.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And so my thought process will always be stand up for myself. I am owed all that I work for. I am entitled to respect, to honor, to love, to all of the things that everybody else is. I'm not a quarter of a person. I'm not half of a person. I'm a whole entire person. There are so many things that if you really want to know, that's why I said a couple of weeks ago, Kev, that people don't really want to know all of my opinions. Because if you know all of my opinions, there will be some people who not be able to be my friend. There will be some people who will not be able to really appreciate the entirety of Alicia because you don't ask. A lot of people are afraid to ask. My personality is strong. And so if you really ask, you will get this strong Alicia and not the bubbly. So I try and stay in the box most of the time.
I try to stay
A little.
You know, I know exactly what you're saying. I laugh and joke all day, but if you seriously ask me something, and if it's an issue about it, well, you
This
ask.
is me.
Yeah, you ask. So here we go.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
You ready for this? Are you certain?
Yeah, I don't think you want to know that.
I don't think so. Like
Okay. Well,
once I say, can I be honest? Oh, watch out. You know what I'm saying? Like, because once I ask, can I be honest? And you tell me yes, I'm going to be honest. Now I will say maturity has allowed me to say things differently so that they're heard and not instantly attacked.
It's always in the delivery. Anything.
Yeah.
It's always in the delivery.
I will say maturity has taken me to a place where a lot of the stuff I can deliver differently. But if I work, be glad I'm not political. Be glad I don't watch the news all the time. The regular stuff that's in my head, Kev. Be glad. Did you see my post today?
Got it. Nah, see, I haven't been on it. See, like I said, I didn't even know you posted the show not being on yesterday. So I'll let you
listen. The regular stuff that goes through my mind without me knowing all of the details of what's going on in the country, in the city, in the wherever, in my neighborhood. The regular stuff is so loaded. You don't want me to do that. You don't want me to read the news. I have opinions. I have strong opinions. You don't want me to do that. But yeah, I digress.
You got to pay attention, though. We about to go to war. That's all.
Don't even get me started on that.
No, I know. All news, it's bad news on the news, but nonetheless, it's just staying informed and seeing how they're playing with our lives, basically.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, over and over. To a certain extent, you got to balance between keeping your head down and moving and saying stuff when necessary. You got to. Because everybody is at a place where people left and right are speaking up. People left and right feel like they have to say something about what's going on because people left and right are annoyed by how much. We're not even gonna go political. Let's get to the Grammys. I mean, I think some of this political stuff is going to come out in our Grammy conversation anyway because there's like some things I want to tap into. But thank you for the Donna report. Let's get in.
Why? You couldn't find it? Paramount? Nothing?
No, so I have Paramount, but I was not about to spend extra money because I have Paramount, but I don't have Paramount Plus.
Oh.
So you had to have Paramount Plus.
I get Spectrum.
And I
get Spectrum.
Yeah, you have cable. I don't have cable.
That's what I said. I get with Spectrum. I get cable. I get HBO Max, Paramount Plus, Peacock, Hulu, Disney.
Sir. I'm unemployed.
My apologies.
I'm unemployed. And I'm sure that my streaming services, let's get into the topic and then let me just introduce the topic and then we can get into that. So tonight's topic, hi everybody. Tonight's topic, we are talking about the Grammys. Because I wanted to acknowledge this first, that's why I put in our title, Cleveland's Own Wins Grammy and the city celebrates him.
Who is Cleveland?
Duran Bernard. So he is first of all, he has music himself, obviously, because he won a Grammy, but he is also well known for doing background for Erykah Badu.
Where did he win the Grammy for? This stuff. What who?
His album.
Oh, I didn't even. Who was he?
So I guess that ain't what we was talking about, but I guess I'm introducing Kev.
Yeah, what was he? What was he up for?
So,
What award was he up for? What Grammy was he up for?
Let's recap. Child, they've been talking about
because I'm looking through it right now. That's why I was asking.
Grammy award winning. It's so funny. I have heard him winning it over and over and did not nominate it for Grammy. Best Progressive R&B Album for his EP En Route, an upcoming single and highly anticipated third studio album. So this is his third studio album, but Best Progressive R&B Album. That's what he won for. So first of all, he's Cleveland's own. I believe, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he went to Cleveland School of Arts.
He was up against Bilal.
I don't know who he was up against.
Yeah, oh, I'm looking at it now. That's what I was asking.
So, so he is loved by everybody. Anybody and everybody who actually knows him absolutely loves him. He, like I said, I believe he went to Cleveland School of Arts. People always talk about him. He's family to a lot of people here, and he's good friends with a lot of people here. He reps his city. He's always tried to give back to his city. And the producer of the album was actually Cleveland's own as well. Lord Jesus, I have to remember the other guy's real name. I guess I don't need to know his real whatever. But I want to give credit where credit is due. Cleveland has a lot of talent. Always has a lot of talent. But it takes us so much to get on that level. For a lot of different reasons. So before I even get into why and all that, I want to congratulate him. I want to congratulate him on hard work because he's been doing it for a very long time. He said 20 years when he gave his acceptance speech. 20 years of being in the game, doing it up big. He's known for it because he's part of the LGBTQ community. Very proud, very loud, very loud, very proud. Anytime he has had an opportunity, he really expresses himself as being open. Well, how do I want to say this? He's very expressive and very vocal about being a gay man, being very flamboyant, being but also being an exceptional artist. His voice is amazing. The octaves is amazing. He actually reminds me of Prince vocally, because Prince had a really heavy deep voice, but then he can go up really high too. So Duran really reminds me of kind of Bilal and Prince.
Michael Jackson. They said Michael Jackson had a deep voice originally. It's just thought like that.
Well, no, I mean, when I'm talking about when singing, period. Like,
because he's talking about the natural speaking.
No. I'm saying when he sings his octave, so he can go. You call it octaves when you're singing the same note, but it's either high or low, and it's the same note. So his octaves are amazing. His voice control is amazing. The things he's accomplished is amazing. He's been on he's done all kinds of shows. He's done shows everywhere. And like I said, he's known for doing background with Erykah Badu. For those who don't know him from Cleveland.
And Anderson .Paak, he was a runner-up for the 2019 for a BET reality music competition, the next big thing.
His accomplishments is a long list. Like I said, 20 years of accomplishments, 20 years of working hard, 20 years of putting in the work, doing all the things. So congratulations a million times, because he's gotten to a place where a lot of artists would love to get to.
Yeah, he got something for a media award for outstanding breakthrough music artist also. GLAAD award.
See? And the list goes on and on. Like between social media, the music community, of course, Cleveland, like people who don't even know him. I want Cleveland to congratulate him for doing, because the Grammys is a really big thing. This is not the NAACP awards, no offense. But when I say that, I'm saying it's not an award just given to us. This is not the BET Awards. This is a Grammy. So that meant everybody had free reign to win. And so a Grammy is a big thing, and especially for a Clevelander. So congratulations, Bernard, excuse me, on your hard work paying off. Congratulations. Also, what did you notice about, because I noticed something interesting, and I don't know, because I don't usually watch the Grammys. I don't watch most of the award shows, but I noticed, at least for me, it was something to notice. And maybe you can shed a little light on it. Did it seem like the Grammys was crazy diverse this year?
What do you mean?
Like, I feel like, first of all, it felt blackety black, right? It felt like black people was winning left and right.
Some would say they got it right,
Yeah, I felt like black people were winning left and right. I also feel like the forgotten was represented really well. So like, if you had been in jail, you know what I'm saying? Like people was getting up talking about, having really hard lives and winning the award. I heard a guy say he went from the jail cell to, the stage, after doing so much preparation for himself. I saw all kinds of foreign people saying that, their parents were refugees. My brain is not working, but basically saying that their parents were foreigners. And so like, it meant even more, especially in the climate that we're dealing with right now, where ICE.
It was what you're saying. It was basically a lot of birthright citizens that was on stage.
That's what you. I wasn't.
They're saying their parents are immigrants.
Immigrants. Thank you.
Then they have.
Why would that word not come up?
That's one of the things that the administration is trying to reverse, birthright citizen. But the crazy thing, if he reverse it, his own son, because his wife is not from here, but nonetheless,
if you don't send Melania back, get your.
It's a lot. It was a lot of people who spoke on, if not, direct descendant parent wise, a grandparent, or my such and such from a couple, but yeah, it was a lot of people. This country is made of a lot of people who was not naturally.
It was such a melting pot.
Here, so it
was such a melting pot. I was like because I didn't get a chance to watch it, so like all the highlights were like Bad Bunny.
I was just say album of the year.
Album of the year, Bad Bunny.
And he was up. Who is he up against? The album of the year.
I ain't never heard a Bad Bunny song.
You probably have. You just say
couldn't tell you.
He was up against Justin Bieber.
But doesn't Bad Bunny only sing? Does he sing or does he rap? He sings, right?
He's the
and he only sings in Spanish, right?
He's the Puerto Rican Tory Lanez. He can sing and rap, basically. He's just as equally as good in both of them. But he's the Michael Jackson of Puerto Rico is how I can better explain to him because of how popular he is in that.
The Michael Jackson
of Puerto Rico.
I hear he gotta be, pretty.
Of Puerto Rico.
Gotta be pretty.
I would say Puerto Rico, important. but the Spanish speaking individuals, because I mean,
listen
about his reach.
And the Spanish people was out there, wasn't they?
Huh?
What the Spanish man coming out?
Yeah, but that's why I say think about it. He's about to do a halftime show for the Super Bowl.
I know. But what's crazy about that?
How popular he is to the I guess in a sense in the culture, but
it's so funny. It's like
hard to explain, I guess, for me.
For us to be so progressive and be trying to go back, it is the stupidest thing ever. To be trying to go backwards when so many things are moving forward. Like we've come so far to where Spanish music is not, or singing music in Spanish, let's put it like that, where singing music in Spanish is actually winning album of the year, where they're performing on stages and able to sing their music without anybody feeling no kind of way, and we just dancing. Like that feels exactly how America was supposed to be, the melting pot. Like I don't understand the level of hatred that would change. Sorry, it was a piece of hair. A level of hatred that would take away inclusivity. Like what? Why are you so intimidated by people being who they are? Why would I be less because I was born a different color? Why would I be less because I speak differently? Why would we not celebrate the differences and recognize what each culture has to bring to the table rather than try and get rid of it? I don't understand. Because in all actuality,
got to keep the music. It get political real quick now with this.
But I know, but my main thing was, let's get into the topic and because that was my point. My point in it was, we are trying to get to a place, well, our administration is trying to get to a place where we're getting rid of so many different cultures, but the different cultures is what makes America.
Yeah, it would. An open-minded individual, they have understanding that's what makes America. But in some, Black and brown success can seem like white failure to some.
That's so crazy. I don't under. Here's the thing.
Who gives them the right to do good, to try and have fun, to try and get things and try and get ahead? Some people think about where we are in this country, to where some people will technically or have technically voted against their own interests just because of not want to see Black advance.
Yes, I think that's crazy. I don't understand.
So not thinking the issue's going to affect them also, but they have still voted against their own interest just to keep you in your place. Be in your place. You shouldn't, let's cut this out. Yeah, they taking this. We're not taking anything.
Why would you want to get rid of things that you love? You love everything that all of these minorities provide. You love our culture. You love Chinese food. You love Jamaican food. You love Indian food. Like, we all embrace all these aspects of each other. So when we leave, if we left, if we all went back, first of all, you wouldn't be here. If we all went back to where we started. Make America great again? How about we make America great for once?
That's the issue. When was it?
Make America great for a change. How about somebody really stand up in the administration and say, hey, look at all the things that have been done right since we started letting people become people. How about that?
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. It boggles the mind how, first of all, how we got here again. The last time we was doing the show, we was talking about him.
Low income counterparts will vote against their own interests just because they're told something's being taken from them. Well, actuality, it's going to be taken, but it's going to be taken along with we're not going to get it. They're not going to receive it either. You have to be in a certain percentage, the 1%ers or a little middle class, higher middle class or up, to really receive some true benefits. That they don't, as long as they keep voting against their best interests to keep us down, we're going to be right back here in the situation.
Kev, let's go home.
High prices, high everything.
Kev, let's just go home. And let's give them their ball back and let's go home. Just give them their ball back and let's go home. Because at this point, I don't want to play with y'all no more. Y'all not our friends.
Family show. I was about to say, skip that ball. I'm about to kick it over the fence.
No, I just want to give it back. I don't want nothing you have to give. Let me go. I was trying to be, I thought some of y'all was my cousins. But since y'all want to be my cousins, I thought y'all was my cousins on my daddy's side. But no, like all jokes aside.
No, it's not.
If I had
some, but think about it. They while we're viewed as a threat, even if we don't, even outside of, we're talking outside of music, just being on the street, a kid with some candy, he gets killed. No gun or nothing. We're just seen as a natural threat anyway.
Listen, I don't know if I could have sworn I said this on our show once before, but the one thing that I've noticed is that they killing each other now.
White and white friend.
And so, that's why I've been like, hey, y'all, shh.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people have been saying
let them hash it out if they can. Because sometimes you have to self-destruct in order for you to change.
Yeah.
So if y'all start being against y'all, listen, we did the protest. If you push us, keep pushing us, you're gonna get that different side. Because now we got guns too. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to go there.
But they're changing the rules on that now.
Oh, I'm sure they are, because you're scared.
Well, it's not even for us and the blacks. With the guy who just got killed, Alex Purdy, you know, he had a gun on him, and they trying to make it seem like he was coming there for violence. All the while, you had it was a Cal Whittingham. I had to go back and look. The guy from way back in Minnesota who came with the rifle. He really was looking for problems, but he had a right to bear arms in that issue. But now they're saying this guy, he shouldn't have had a gun. He shouldn't have had a gun. He had a gun come looking for trouble. You had a guy walking down the street with the gun and shot and actually killed 2 people. And y'all want to exonerate him. Oh, he's a patriot, or he has the right for his Second Amendment. They changed the rule in the middle of the game to fit their narrative. That's why I'd even, try not to get off into it or argue, especially when they're at work or certain. I wouldn't say not at my one job, but the back and forth with certain individuals. If y'all don't want to pay attention to understand facts, I didn't even want to have the conversation. Eat my popcorn. 2%.
What's the 92% doing? Hey, it's your girl. What she mean? What did I miss? What's the 92%?
I don't know. She's still eating. They're 92% eating the popcorn. I don't know. I couldn't say.
Tell me what you talking about as it relates to that.
But that's what the beautiful thing was supposed to be about this country. Getting back to my point, it's just the melting pot. Everybody, because even that category of best album, even though the Spanish guy won it or whatever you want to considering, the whole list of people he beat out, that's just to let you know the country is still open. People still, there are a lot of people out there who doesn't pick people just because, baby, just still pick just because they still want to be, show their equality within the world. What up, Bex?
Speaking of exposure, hey girl, hey. But speaking of talented, that's our talented sister who does poetry and sings, right?
Poetry, sings, spoken word, raps.
Yeah, does all the things. Our talented sister.
She does TED Talks. She out there.
Listen, she do it all.
She out there. Yeah.
Absolutely. I hope to see her on the Grammys one day doing some things.
Oh yeah.
Because she definitely has the skills for it.
Yeah. But like
I sing when they let me, girl. I sing when they let me. You know what? And I will say this. Like going back into the Grammy conversation, I'm very proud of Duran, and what it did is it sparked the there's a post that I put up, and the post was saying you guys who are artists, you are out here doing all the things. Make sure your marketing is where it needs to be, because yes. Make sure your marketing is where it needs to be, because it makes no sense to plan the party and don't send out the invitations. And so many times we do all this work, we spend all this money, we spend all this time, have all this effort making and creating something that we feel from our souls, or we have just spent so much time and effort on. And a lot of times I've seen, I don't know about like other types of art, but I've seen singers work on a whole album and then put it out there, or rappers put it out there and no one ever knew. So like, that's the one thing that Duran taught us, is the fact that, hey, you put yourself out there, put yourself out there fully. Make sure that you have somebody who is backing you. Make sure that you have the marketing behind you. And that doesn't mean that you have to be signed to a label, because guess what? Duran is also independent. Being signed to a label actually, in a lot of ways, takes away your independence, because now you're under a contract. And most of the time, all of the time, the contract may include you getting some money up front. But all of the money that it takes to do your marketing, what I'm telling you to do, all of the money that it takes to dress you, to do videos, to do all the tours, everything that you want to do, they're going to get their money off the top, and you may not ever see money. depending on how your sales are.
They may give you
so at the end of the day,
whenever you
make sure
they're gonna get that back. Whatever
they are going to recoup it.
Yeah.
So make sure you do not waste your time creating something that you don't market. Because here's the thing, I've also put this in my post. There are people who are less talented than you, who have made it because they paid marketing people, because they got on social media and they posted every day. Do not be one of those people who do all the things to have a quality product, but no one ever sees it. Are you expecting people to really scan stuff and look for an artist they never knew existed? That is not how we gonna make it. And Cleveland has some of the best. Greater Cleveland, even Akron has some of the most talented people in this world, and Cleveland should be actually farther in when it comes to the scope of things. So we hear about Detroit, we hear about Tennessee, we hear about Kentucky, we hear about all Nashville and all, all the places. We hear about all these places, but we should hear Cleveland first and foremost, because a lot of the talent is here. What we don't have is the business mind. So we have to get the business mind. So all of this talent that we have makes us some money, gets our name on the map.
State of Ohio, period. We start with
Ohio, period.
Ohio players, you know what I'm saying? Roger Troutman, Zap. I heard the Isley brothers are from here. Anita Baker.
I don't know about the Isley brothers.
No, for real. I've heard. I'm gonna have to pull that list. I should have sent. I'm surprised I sent it to you.
Listen, it's so many people who are from here who have made it. So we know it's possible, but they didn't make it by putting all the work in and not ever marketing themselves. Exactly. Beyonce's keyboard player, I actually know him. He is amazing. And yes, he is from here. He is Kyrie. Kyrie is from here. He is amazing. He actually has a group that he's in called Red Hands. Red Hands is amazing. Listen, we have the talent. It's too many people who have not made it, not because we don't have projects, but because of marketing. And here's the other thing. Make sure you have quality when it comes to your sound, because your sonic sound matters. Have somebody mix and master your stuff. Do not put it out there because your cousin knows how to record. No, have somebody mix and master your stuff professionally. Each genre has to be mixed and mastered a certain way because sonically it has to sound a certain way for the Academy to even hear it. So do not skip out on the business end because you're trying to be a creative. If you want to be a creative, hire somebody to do your business.
Yeah.
The Grammys is a place that we all can get to. I have not tapped into creating any music, but guess what? That's next. I'm 43 years old, but guess what's next? I've had opportunities. I've done lots of things. I cannot say that I have lived a life where I didn't get an opportunity to live out some dreams, but I can say that I have not fully approached the being having a an artist life. Now, do I know if I want to? No, I ain't sure. But I do know there's more in me. I do know, listen, girl, I done convicted everybody. I hope more people read the post. Because at the end of the day, that is the biggest part. You find a marketing firm. If you don't even find a marketing firm, just put yourself on all social media. Make sure you're on TikTok because TikTok gets the most people. They get the most traffic. Make sure you're on Facebook and YouTube because they make the most money. Make sure you're on Instagram because Instagram will create traffic too, because guess what? The old people are on Facebook, but the young people are on Instagram. Make sure that you are understanding your platforms. Make sure you are cross-posting. Make sure that if you cannot hire somebody, that you are diligent in just posting on a regular basis to build your audience. These are things that me and Kev ain't did yet.
Build your platform. We're starting to, because you didn't mention X, you didn't mention YouTube.
Well, I did mention YouTube. I said Facebook and YouTube are how you make money. Those are the ones that make you the most money. I get that. I got that information from Country Wayne. Okay.
Not necessarily make money, but you can monetize.
Well, make money. That's what monetize means.
It might not be enough money for me to call it money, though. That's what I'm saying. I want some money.
Oh no. When you went with those platforms, you can actually do minimal as long as you get the viewership. People have to watch your video for a certain amount of time, but I know people who are making small checks from little things that they're doing. So imagine if you were posting on a consistent basis, you would see a consistent check.
Are they verified also or no?
Yeah, well, I don't know that they are. So when you get to a certain point, you need to be verified. But as far as I know, they don't have no blue checks. But as long as your viewership, when your viewership gets to a certain amount of people and consistent views, you start seeing checks. I know people who are getting small little checks, but it's because of their consistency. It's not and like I said, it's not because people are so talented. The girl who just did the Dr. Pepper. She made a Dr. Pepper jingle by mistake. Get verified. See, she said she get little ends.
She's not verified.
You don't have to be verified to get a check. You just got to get that viewership. Make sure you get the viewership. Make sure you are posting on a regular. And if you want to take it a step further, because it's people who do content. I feel like America is just content creators at this point. Everybody done quit their job. Everybody done bought a house because they're content creators. There is something to that. There's something to that.
And that's what a lot of these major companies are doing. If they're coming to these streaming guys or people or individuals, they often ask, how many viewers you got? Millions? Okay, well, we'll sign you. But you got to learn how to...
But you, again...
negotiate what you want.
Yes. And again, it is so for artists. You don't necessarily want to be under a label. You would like to be independent with a distribution contract. Because then you are not completely under them, but you have the backing to distribute your product. Yeah. You maybe there's a marketing contract that you can sign, but I don't even know if you want to do that. I don't know. The most independent is best.
Whatever you create, don't sign away.
Don't sign away. It was funny. I was just watching what was that? Clark Sisters.
Just keep your masters, musicians, the Clark Sisters.
Yes, keep your masters. Make sure just in general, like I said, everybody is a content creator these days. So be sure that you are covering your butt. Make sure that your content, you know what you're doing with it. The more you get into it, the more you got to read contracts. The more you got to see what these apps that you downloaded. Make sure you know what you're downloading. Everybody doing these caricatures right now. Those caricatures are so cute, so fun. But guess what? You got to put in all your information, all this information. So you give an AI all your information, artificial intelligence to use. And I bet mostly everybody has not read the fine print of what they can use your information for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we have to be careful. We have to go for things, but we also have to read the fine print. So I'm not telling you to just do everything and market everywhere. I'm telling you to be smart, but I'm telling you don't completely put the party together and never invite. I used to put together concerts and I would be in every detail. I would write out every detail. I would have the band. I would have the singers. I would have the host. I would have because I did benefit concerts. So I would have I I would talk to whatever charity I was giving to. I would talk to them and set up when I could give the money, who I would give it to, all of those details. And I would wait till the last minute to send out the stupid invitation for something I planned for months. And then I would do the last 2 weeks to send out information about it. Or even the last month. That's not enough time. People needed to have time to set aside time. They just do. So I'm just saying the Grammys were a reminder for me about those things I was talking about earlier, about discipline, about perseverance, about, taking a chance on yourself and really saying, this is what I want to do, and putting your foot down and saying, I'm going for it. Because all of these artists, everybody always says the same thing. I took a chance on myself. Did you watch?
Took a chance. Determination. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Did you watch Mike Epps' new special?
Where's it on?
It's on Netflix, and it's called Delusional.
Don't have Netflix. Got everything else but Netflix.
Everything but Netflix. Well, Delusional, he basically talks about, it's funny, but the difference in this one is you leave with something. So you leave with the fact that he says, be delusional enough to go for it when it doesn't look like it was supposed to happen. Yep. So I feel like God been talking to me. I feel like he been saying, it's some things that you've been wanting to do, and I gave you time to do it. So figure out how not to do it, how to do it without having a whole bunch of money. Figure out how to get those things done, and I'll bless you through it. That's how I feel. So I'm about, I also been feeling like, if not to be morbid, because I could go morbid real quick, but Alicia, if you got the call today that said you were going to die, what would you do? What would you do differently? And if you were going to do something differently, why do you have to wait until you get the horrible call in order to take the chance?
That 24 hours to live for.
Well, not 24 hours. Give me a month at least. I'm just saying. But if somebody told you you only had 6 months to live, what would change about your daily activities?
That's something to think about. I'm only saying that because of hearing Ray J talking about he might not be around for 27. So literally almost having that call for, I might not see next year. So what, I guess I try and approach every, like they say that, what you should do anyway, approach every day like it's your last.
So that got me to thinking, I know I can't live all the way in that place, because that's almost like a Hail Mary every day. But at the same time, at least start planning. At least start a plan for the things that you wanted to accomplish. At least start really thinking about them and trying to put some stuff into place. Because if you knew your last days were coming up soon, you would not be living wasting time. So I started, I'm like, I've always felt that God gave me like time off of work to do the things that I wouldn't normally get to do. So I've always tried to fill that space with taking people to appointments, or spending time with people I wouldn't normally get to spend time with, and all that stuff. I do that anyway. But this time I did it because I went to Italy. But now I'm home, and it's like I don't have anybody. Thank God. I don't have anybody who needs me to take them to appointments right now. I could go to the nursing home. I could go to the jails. I'm free to do that. But usually there was something that led me there. Nothing has led me there. So it's like you have this time to accomplish some things. That's what I got to do. You know, so write the vision, make it plain, invite people. That's my new thing. Like the Bible says, write the vision to make it plain. But when you finish the vision and it's complete, if you do all that and you forget to do the marketing for all that you've worked so hard for, there's nobody who's going to be around to know how hard you worked. There's nobody who's going to be able to enjoy the thing you worked so hard at. You can spend your time every day working so hard on a project. So if you get to the end of the project and it's only for you, was that the point?
Some people get gratification in that. I see what you're saying.
I think it depends on what it is.
Why create this without sharing it?
I think it depends on what it is. Yeah. But I'm talking about the things that are meant to share. So you mean to tell me you're gonna make a whole album, but you ain't want nobody to listen to it?
Listen, I'll be listening to these podcasts and I hear them talking about how we did a couple songs, but they scrapped them. We had a whole album on the table, but it goes, you know. That's where you're talking about independent. That's why you should be independent, so you can't put it out there, because if the company's not like it, then they will scrap it. But nonetheless, I get what you're saying. Why use your art to create this thing that you are into for you to say, nah, I'm not going to share it with the world, you know, regardless of what share it. So.
Or I'm going to put it out there, and if the world see it, they see it. Like, I'm not going to intentionally make it available and put it in place. You're going to have to look for it.
Not market it and push it and not really put it.
Yeah. Yes. Like I just want people, I know it sounds like I'm fussing, but I'm actually trying to encourage. Like when you work so hard for something, allow yourself to experience the fruit of it. The fruit of you putting your heart and soul into something. If I make an art piece and I'm completely fulfilled with it, but no one ever sees it, somebody else could enjoy that. Somebody else could be like, oh my goodness, this speaks to me. People could look at your art and cry. You know, people could feel a real attachment to something.
Look at the art and love it. How much you want for it?
Listen. But if it's stuck in your basement, you ain't gonna make nothing. Yeah. You know, there are certain things that are personal. I get that. But I'm talking about when you literally have put together something. I've known rappers who have done song after song after song after song and will go ahead and put it out. You go ahead and put it out, but nobody knew that it was coming out. So nobody looking for it. It's like, well, I put it out. You put it out where? Yeah. The pasture?
Yeah. Well, that's today's, because back in the day, you knew new music was always Tuesday or Friday. Now new stuff.
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention to that.
Tuesday or Friday.
Tuesday or Friday on what?
Of the week. New music will usually come out Tuesday or Friday.
Really?
Oh, this any day.
I do music and I never known that.
For real? The new albums and stuff? Yeah.
Mm-mm. But I will say, as a kid, as a teenager, as a, just period, I didn't buy a lot of music. Most of the music that I listened to was on the radio. And I didn't never even think about when it was coming out. Just when I heard it is when I heard it. But it makes sense that, it makes sense that there was a process, but that's also part of it too. Like, do the research. You know what I mean? Like one thing that we're going to have to tap into if we want our show to go farther, one thing we're going to have to tap into is what day of the week our audience will really pay attention. what time of the day could we get the best audience? Do we need to record and then play it and make it premiere at a certain time? Going back to those marketing pieces that we learned in school. I don't want to just be a person who says stuff and doesn't do it. So I'm trying back to the discipline piece. But anyway, let's go back to the Grammys. So what are the things that stick out in your mind?
In my mind, from the Grammys?
From the Grammys.
It was pretty good this year. I didn't get to watch all the performances, but a lot of things that I did get to see, I kind of enjoy. I didn't really get to see all the Tyler creators, but I heard his was different. I didn't get to see.
Why you say creators like it was multiple people?
Tyler the creator. I didn't get to see Justin Bieber's, but I did see some of the opening one. The Apt2 or APT, whatever that is Bruno Mars, and I can't think of the young lady. And then
how was it?
It was good. It was good. I wish I would have saw it. Sabrina Carpenter, she was the next performer. She did a real good job. She's kind of like the Tiffany Spears or Taylor Swift of today. Britney Spears.
Tiffany Spears?
Britney Spears. Did I say Tiffany? Britney Spears.
I'm like, wait. Sometimes I don't be all the way with it. So like, Tiffany.
She's a little sister. You don't know nothing about her. See, she knew. But now she's kind of like the Britney Spears. She's real super popular, like the Ariana Grande and all that stuff. So but so that and the new artist performers. I've been paying attention a little bit more to the Leon Thomas. I got a couple of young guys at work who've been singing,
I'm the mud. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're singing that, plus, see in the background, he was.
They still singing it now?
He was a Disney kid. Yeah. They take your time. What's the rush?
That came out early.
He won
24.
He won a Grammy for it.
Oh, okay.
He just won a Grammy for it. That's what. Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying it came out. Well, I guess it came out last year.
See, that probably was one of his first songs. Then the album probably came out last year.
I just know that song, and that song was everywhere when it came out.
You said from
so 20, that's why I said they still singing it.
I don't remember from 24, but he was a Disney.
I mean 25. It's child is 26.
26. See, okay. See, and that's what they were voting for from albums from last year. So, but he performed it. You got to think he was a new artist last year, so a lot of people who didn't know his artist. So because there was a couple other like TikTok sensations, I guess, who did songs, and they were actually on the Grammys too as new artists also. So it's even though the song was popular, some people like I done heard a few of the songs, but I didn't know who they were. And like Leon Thomas, I have heard he's been working with people for years, but I've been hearing music, but didn't really know, hearing the music, not putting a face with it. But then, like I said, he was a Disney kid. He used to be on
little baby.
He used to be on. He was actually on the show with Ariana Grande, Victorious, I want to say it was. So yeah, so it's kind of crazy.
Did you call her Ariana?
Ariana.
I think it's Ariana.
Tomato.
Listen, you better not tomato my name. Listen, that's what people do under my name all the time.
Alicia.
I'm gonna call you Kevin.
Kevon. No, yeah, don't say
Kevon.
I sound a little bit zesty, as they say.
Zesty. It's some Kevons out here. Don't offend no Kevons. We trying to build this platform. Don't offend no Kevon.
This Kevin, I think he a French Negro. Kevon.
Anyway,
that's what I thoroughly enjoyed the performances this year. It was a lot of winners who I didn't expect, and the record of the year, album of the year, just you got Kendrick, you had Lady Gaga, Sabrina Carpenter, you had the Clips, you had and Justin Bieber, but Bad Bunny won it. So music kind of prevailed in the sense of it was about the music and not so much what people think which should have been popular, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, Bad Bunny. I'm very surprised.
Like he got album of the year, but Kendrick got record of the year. You know what I'm saying? Which is yeah. That's why I said it was all over the place, but it was like a good thing for it to be all over the place, which is kind of crazy.
Now, what's a record? Is that just a song?
Song. Yeah.
Well, don't they say song of the year?
Not record of the year.
Record
of the year. That's because I'm looking at the categories now.
Record of the year. Yeah. That's so old. Okay.
But they do have song of the year too, which is crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Record of the year, album of the year, then song of the year, then best new artist or whatever.
So what did you feel? Because we only got 9 minutes. So what did you feel about the tribute?
I loved it. She was there. She was on time.
Y'all some haters.
My girl looked beautiful.
Leave that lady alone.
Put on some weight. I'm not saying because of the dress or face, the way her face kind of looked. I would like to see her. It's been a while since I've seen her.
It's been 40 years.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's been 4 years. Where I see her 4 years ago.
I said 40.
40 years.
I was exaggerating.
When was it? 2010? 2011? Whenever they did the Fuji reunion. Boy, you want to talk about somebody who was excited? Man. But, I enjoyed it. Wyclef coming up there playing his guitar. Everybody was like, yeah. I would have been shocked if Prize would have showed up, but, because
that's what everybody said.
Trouble, so,
He ain't even supposed to be here, is he?
He's supposed to be locked. But only thing that threw me off is they had Shaka Khan and John Legend together singing. It's like,
wasn't that weird?
I don't know if
I thought I was tripping.
Okay, so it wasn't me. Okay, it wasn't me. But everything seemed to flow, but it was just like them two together. Okay.
No, okay, so I will say this. So I give her credit because they said she put together everything. Lauryn Hill put together everything.
He even reached out to Angie Stones and D'Angelo's son to see if he wanted to be a part, but I guess he got there late or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Rehearsal. So
he got to the rehearsal late. She was trying to see if he wanted to be at the rehearsal.
Yeah.
To see it before it went forth.
Okay.
And then she's the one who reached out to all the artists.
Yeah.
To see if they would be a part of it and all of that.
He's an artist also, so that's why I wonder, But
their son?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he does music because he was talking in the interview with the Breakfast Club how he has done music with Angie Stone. She was more a little bit harder on him when it comes to that than,
Is that?
He's a junior too. So, yeah.
Oh, he's a D'Angelo Jr.?
Junior, but he goes to the stage name or something different, but his actual name is Junior. So, but I thoroughly loved it. I loved it, and I was just waiting for her to put her, that Lauryn Hill touch.
How it go?
I'll let you do that.
How it go, bro? I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Listen,
you got
I'm on the struggle bus.
You saw it came out. The voice is deep, but yeah.
Whose voice is deep?
Mine. You don't think my voice is deep? No, go ahead.
You don't think my voice is deep?
Your voice ain't.
That's what you just did. You don't think my voice is deep? My voice is real deep. I'm a man now, baby. I call your name, yeah. But anyway, so I enjoyed it. I didn't watch much of the Grammys. I watched Duran's acceptance speech, and I watched a little bit of Trevor Noah. I watched Tyler the Creator's performance that I did not understand at all. Did not understand it. He could have kept it. Now, I will say this. I'm not a Tyler the Creator listener anyway. So maybe people who actually listen to his music and are fans of his, maybe they completely understood So I can say that and eat that, you know. But I was like, what is going on, sir? Is you okay? He ran over somebody with a cart and then just jumped out and then jumped on the top and was gyrating. I was like, I don't know where this is going.
I didn't see the gyrate part because I think I was cooking or something at the time. He was standing beside it, like dancing, doing like a robot dance or something.
Yeah. And then after a minute, he jumped on top.
See, I did.
Yeah, and was doing like this little gyrating thing. And then he went into the building and blew up the building. And he was black and white for a minute. And I was like, this.
Yeah. He took the stick and or whatever in there and blew up. And he came out.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm all for creativity. You know, I grew up in that and all that stuff. But creativity, when I don't understand it, when there's no context, is weird for me. I'd still appreciate it, but I appreciate it in a different way.
Context is you got to get the album, see what it was, you know.
Not gonna happen. That did not make me want to go get the album. It is what it is. And so, but as far as the tribute, it was a lot of people. It was a whole lot of people, and it was almost like
Jamal Warner up there. I'm glad they put him up there.
Yeah. No, I mean a lot of people performing, but yes, it was a lot of people recognized as well. I thought it was a beautiful thing to recognize D'Angelo, Roberta Flack, and Richard Smallwood, because Total Praise was in there twice, just pieces of it. And then to do all of their songs, and then still to put all those people on the screen, to have all those people perform, like that was a big thing. Well, I wish there was more time. I wish
there was a lot of time, because think about it. It was
no. I'm saying I wish there could have been a full show that was done separately outside of the Grammys.
Yeah, but they had 3 different performances. You had Reba McEntire, who did like the first tribute. Then I can't remember who was in between before the Fugees or before Lauryn Hill. Then they had the Lauryn Hill, Roberta Flack one. Oh, that's what it was. They had Reba McEntire do the first one.
What'd she do?
Then post Reba. It was just a song she got out. It was just more or less they was putting, country people. They were still doing the memorandum or whatever you want to call it, in memorial. But she did the first song. Then Post Malone did the second song, because then it became about Ozzy Osbourne. He did the Black Sabbath song.
Oh, so it was multiple.
It was 3 different
memorials
in one.
Oh, okay.
Of course, we were interested in the last one. That was Lauryn Hill. But there was actually 3 different kinds of tributes going on. Because even with Post Malone and them, the Black Sabbath stuff, it was pretty good.
There was. Okay, so I'm a big Breakfast Club watcher. They never even said nothing about either one of those, so I didn't even realize. And I will say, shut up. Come here. Shut your mouth. The dog. But anyway, I did try and go on YouTube and see, because usually people will post the highlights, people will post little stuff about anything that comes on, and never even mentioned Reba McEntire. I never saw nothing. Never mentioned Post Malone doing anything. Nobody had nothing to say about either one of those. So I didn't even know those tributes happened. Although I'm glad they did. Yeah. They could. I think some of the songs were. While I enjoy all of those people being a part of the tribute, I also felt like some of the solos could have been switched, because I'm just not. Listen, I've been trying, because I know she's a legend. I've been trying to love Chaka Khan my whole life, and I cannot get into watching Chaka Khan perform. I can listen to her music, but she does this like weird. It's always very strange. I always feel like she owns something.
Oh yeah, she used to be, because she used to be drunk all the time, I guess.
Yeah, but she's been doing so good. I think the verses really woke her up, because when I tell you she was blitzed at the verses and people dogged her that for the whole thing.
Rugger.
They dogged her. She was blitzed out of her mind to the point where, who did she do it with? Did she do it with Anita Baker or something? Whoever she did the verses with, she was so drunk.
Because they're out.
I think it was Stephanie Mills, I think.
Because they're out on tour now. Shaka Khan, Stephanie Mills, and somebody else, right?
They done, ain't they?
Are they? I don't know.
I think they're done. That would have been a long tour.
You know, I don't know.
I think they're done now.
How you old ladies are.
Did you say you old ladies?
Oh, my bad. Did I say you? You know how they are.
43?
Don't take it personal.
Did you just put me with 80-year-old legends now? Yeah. But did you just put me with 70 and 80-year-old?
So has anybody hit you with Miss Alicia yet? Hey, Miss Alicia. Yeah, your ass is
not really. Well, like you talking about like the auntie, the whole auntie situation. I think so.
Because when it comes to men, they call us OG or aunt. OG, what up, OG? Who the hell are you?
It's usually so. Somebody called me auntie, and I was like, and then I had to think about it. Like, if they don't call me auntie, I think they would feel it was disrespectful because I was cool with their dad. But me and them ain't that far apart.
And that's my dude was asking me about that at work. That's crazy that you say that. You know, he said, even though they're my dad's friend, if he introduced me as uncle, this is Uncle such and such, that's how I still address them and stuff, you know.
Yep.
He's talking about there's no ties of them, you see them growing up and there's somebody off the street or you just met somebody recently, they call you Miss Alicia.
No, I don't get Miss Alicia. I have gotten ma'am. Somebody has ma'am me, and I was like, did I go there? Did I get there?
It's the bridge. Yeah, you crossing the bridge.
Yeah.
You're on the bridge right now.
Yeah. But I will say this, like in general, because of like sometimes I'm telling you, sometimes I am tripping because I be like, I look like a mother. Like, I be like, I look like I got kids. Because to me, I look exactly the same. Mm-hmm. And like, I even look at pictures and I'll be like, I look exactly the same, other than obviously the weight gain from high school. But like in my face, like I haven't grayed. I have little gray hairs now. I can't see it. I have some gray hairs, but you can barely see them. Yeah. And then I have like, but overall, I look pretty much the same. So I think if I saw like smile lines, some wrinkles that wasn't there before, because I didn't have wrinkles all forever.
The crow's feet.
Yeah. So I don't have any of that yet. I think that's when it'll hit me, when I start getting a lot of that. But my mom really doesn't have a lot of that. And my mom in her 70s. So, especially because of our cheekbones, I think that's also different. Like we both have high cheekbones. So I think that's a little different too. You kind of age differently when stuff isn't necessarily sagging. That's another reason I'm in the gym, because we gotta lift her up. She's got to be like this. Okay. Anyway. But anyway. No, so no one is really calling me auntie. A lot of times I feel really strange because I'm saying sis to somebody who is like in their 30s. And then I'll be like, but I got a 30-year-old, because I consider Jasmine my baby. And so,
and they calling you auntie. Hey, Miss Alicia.
No one really calls me that. I get a lot of people who call me mommy, but I don't get many people who call me auntie or I don't get no aunties really. And then I'm shorter than my kids.
Can't wait till you get that first time.
Listen,
I'm not your school
It's
teacher,
coming.
Miss Alyssa.
It's coming. And I, on one hand, I don't know if I'm ready for it, but on the other hand, I'm okay with it.
Get ready. It's here before you know it. Because like I said, the first time some dude called me OG.
You gonna stop calling me old, Kevin.
We out here on the court. I'm out on the basketball court and they talking about who got old school. Yo, mama old school. Who you calling old
Your mama.
calling old school? Yeah, but nah.
Your mama old school.
Wait.
Your greasy daddy.
So I didn't mean to call you old, but I was just
You call me real old though. You call me legend old. That's different.
You know, even though you just got in your 40s, pretty soon you in your 40s gonna be beefing because you're gonna be trying to hold on. They're like, no, go on over there to 50.
Listen, the way my memory is set up lately, I'm really worried about Perry getting me because everybody keeps talking about Perry this and Perry this. Everybody keeps talking about perimenopause. I don't have time for perimenopause.
Perry Mason be on the case.
Listen, I'm hot right now, okay, and I'm trying. I'm not used to it. I haven't been hot. I've been cold. I like being cold. No hot flashes. I'm not ready. Not ready.
Yeah.
I digress.
Yeah.
She's a hoe. Who's a hoe? Did you mean hoe?
Where does this go? Where is this?
What? I didn't do that to you. How did you call me that?
That's very random. I'm assuming you know this individual.
Yeah, that girl is we grew up together. I don't know if she meant that. I don't think that got to be. Oh, Perry menopause is a hoe. Okay.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. I was like,
yeah.
Girl. Oh my God. Hey, girl.
This is a family.
What a way to make your entrance. I love you too.
I'm like, damn,
but I'm not a hoe.
Give her man back. What you done did?
Oh my God. She's a hoe. Oh my God. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that is so awesome.
The Perry is
Perry. Yes, Perry is a hoe. I want her to go and sit down somewhere because I don't have time for it. I'm really hot right now. As soon as we get off of here, I'm going to take this long sleeve dress off, sitting in my house.
What you got your heat on right now? 90?
No, it's on like 74. It's on like 74.
Okay. All right.
But it's really warm in here, and it's not usually like I will say once my house gets to a temperature, it usually stays pretty put, and I can gradually take it down. What? With these temperatures, you would think it would have to be a little higher, but it's been doing pretty good. And I've been like, whoa, Jesus. So I know if it's hot on this level, because I'm in the middle. I'm on the first floor. So the basement is cold as heck.
Blazing.
But right now upstairs, oh, they about to come down to get me. Because I know it's hot upstairs. If it's hot on this first floor, because that's never hot on this first floor. If it's hot on this first floor, they are blazing. Upstairs, they probably naked. My son's room is like the an oasis every year round. His room, you go in there and the fan is going. He's sitting there, he ain't got no shirt on. I'm telling all his business. But he's sitting there, he ain't got no shirt on, and his walls are blue. So it's like going to the island. You just go to the island every time you get to his room. And then his lights be turned off. And I'll be like, and then it smell all good because he wear cologne. So I walk in and I'll be like, it's like a different part. It's like it's not even attached to the house. How is your room always 70 degrees?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a good thing.
Listen,
So,
it's magic.
in case his girlfriend want to come in there.
Hey. Hey. None of that.
It is 10 after 9 now, isn't it?
None of that. It's time to go. It's 9/11. The Lord is trying to save you. 911 for you. Tell the people what you need to tell them so we can get off of him.
Real quick, the Isley brothers are from Cincinnati.
So Ohio.
Yeah, Ohio. Part of the that's why we had the Ohio players. They were, you know what I'm saying? But nothing special this week I can think of.
Here we go. I ain't got nothing to say. Then I'm gonna say something.
Enjoy your guys' weekend, and well, happy Black History Month. We didn't discuss nothing.
Woo woo! Next week we're talking about Black history in some way or another.
Well,
I mean, we kind of did tonight, but we're gonna tap in.
Yeah, we talked about the diversity of the Grammys, different cultures, but
yeah. We talk about being blackity black. Is that all you had to say to the people?
That's it.
Okay.
That's why I said I didn't have much. We didn't have, there's nothing. We just
deep.
Yeah.
Especially you calling me old. So we were done.
There's no depth to that.
Some people doing the Perry hoe. Anyway, so thank you so much for joining us tonight for What Comes to Dawn. Hey, let us know if you like Wednesdays. Because if that's something that is going to, connect with y'all, we're trying to figure out what days, what times work for everybody. So let us know if you like the Wednesdays. If it is possible, then maybe we'll switch to Wednesdays instead of Tuesdays. If it's not, because Kevin be having a schedule, okay? Kevin be having a schedule, so we never know. But if the Wednesday's working for y'all, let us know. Let us know in the comment section. You can let us know on our page, all of the good things. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for O Comes to Dawn with Lacey and Kev, the show that talks about life's lessons, whether good, bad, or ugly. Each week we talk about ourselves, each other, and you, if you let us. Why? Because nothing is off limits when we use life lessons to help each other. So tune in each and every Tuesday from 7 to 9 p.m. as we talk about what dawned on us today, the things in life that we're constantly learning. So have a good night, everyone, and God bless you.